Hello everybody, welcome to another Cincinnati Supercars video. And in this video we'll be talking about the top 10 cars I spotted in 2016. And you see on the screen here is the cover picture for our channel. And now I'll be hearing the Aventador, and I just wanted to show you the clip of where I got that picture from, because, well, it's in the very beginning, in the very first video. This is actually the very first clip. But I don't know if many of you have seen it, because this was the first video, so I think I'll cut to where it is in about a second, to where it came from. So I'll let you listen to it now. Alright, and now for our top 10 list. Number 10 comes in at Paul Walker's Nissan GTR from the Fast and Furious film, Furious 7. This is really cool to see, because I love the movies, love the GTR. It was really cool that he drove it before he died, and it was in the movie. This is one of the actual cars they used in the movie, so it's pretty cool. So after that, we'll move on to number 9. Alright, number 9 is the Dodge ViperACR. I spotted this at Cars and Coffee earlier this year. This was really cool. I really always wanted to see a ViperACR, and I really got to see it. And here you see pulling into Cars and Coffee. It looks just so mean on the road. It's insane. I love these cars. I was so happy when they added it into Forza, and just a really cool car that I wanted to see. So let you enjoy these clips of it really quick. Kind of soft pulling out there because it was brand new. They didn't want to rev it too hard. Alright, number 8 is the Rossion Q1. I don't know if many of you have heard of this car before. Or it's just a really cool car. It's very rare. They used to make them in Cincinnati, but then I think they make them in Florida now. And here it is pulling into a meet at Mercedes-Benz in Fort Mitchell, the second one. It's pulling in, and this is it leaving. You can hear it's a pretty loud car. It's pretty cool. Alright, and after that we will go to number 7. The Cincinnati Bengals themed Lamborghini Aventador. This was really cool. It was at the Cavalcade of Customs, which I'll be going to this weekend. So you'll expect another video of that next week sometime soon. Just a couple pictures of it. I really love this car. I love Aventadors, and then one obviously wrapped like a Bengal tiger. It's really cool. This was actually right here. This is a favorite picture I took of it. I went up onto the second floor and got an overhead picture of it. Alright, and after that we're on to number 6. This is Lamborghini Aventador SV, and then with the white Aventador SV you'll see it's kind of counterpart with it. But I love the Aventador SV. Oh, it's amazing. Probably my favorite car ever. I don't know. Will I ever? Probably never be able to afford one. But my favorite, I love Lamborghini. It's my favorite brand. I love the Gallardo the most, but the Aventador SVs are just something else. They're just amazing. Like, I don't even know how to explain how amazing they are. But see it pulling back into a parking spot here at the second meet, the one where that Roston was at too. That first picture was from the first meet, and that second picture was from this before it did that. This is at the Concours d'Elegance. This is pulling up to get its first place award, best in class award. And now that is pulling away, and now we got the white SV. I think I like the red one better, just the color, but this white one, the logos on the side, just make it look cool too. But like the SV logo on the side there. So I'm gonna let you listen to this as it pulls out of Vivid Wraps. I think this is the first meet at Vivid Wraps. Yeah. So I'll let you listen to it now. Sounds pretty good. Now this is also at the Concours where that red SV was, but this wasn't in the show, but it just showed up to the show, so we started following it. We'll let you listen to it again. Sounds pretty good. And now we followed them all the way to downtown, but we just lost them for a minute, so I didn't really have a lot more footage. But we found them downtown again, parked up at one of the restaurants. And then this was after the second meet at a Mercedes-Benz Fort Mitchell. They went out together. So that new white R8 and the new SV, I think they're like together. And then number 5, it's a Porsche 918 Spyder. This was the first time I ever saw the Porsche 918. This was at the Concours. And this was the first car in the Holy Trinity I ever saw. Pretty much first hypercar. It was just so cool to see it. I love this car. It's amazing. It's not my favorite of the Holy Trinity. I'd say that's probably the P1. But this is really cool to see one of the modern day hypercars. Here's a little short clip of it from the Concours. Alright, and now number 4 also comes from the Concours d'Elegance, and that would be the 4 GT40s. Yeah, 4Ts they had there. They had 2 of them there. The pictures are both of the first one. Alright, they're both on the first one. No, that's 2 different ones. I don't know. Yeah, they're 2 different ones. And, couple pictures now. I got a clip of the first one right there, is the red one. And that's a 4 GT race car. And then that's the second 4 GT40. They had a special 4 GT showing. Now, top 3. This is the LFA Nurburgring edition. I saw this at the Auto Expo last year. There are only 50 of these in the world, so it was really cool. One of the owners of Lexus dealerships in Cincinnati owns this car. He likes to bring Cars and Coffee everywhere, so I wasn't able to see it at Cars and Coffee, but this is a really cool car. Very rare. That was probably my first real hypercar I saw. Okay, well, that I wouldn't really call this a hypercar, but a very high-end supercar because 918 hypercar, but that's pretty good. All right, number 2 is the Maserati MC12 race car, I guess we'll call it. But I saw it at Cars and Coffee, Indianapolis, when I was up there. This was really, really cool to see this. It was not just a normal MC12, it's the race car version. Here's a short video of it. This thing's based on the Enzo chassis, so I guess this is the closest thing I've ever seen to an Enzo Ferrari. And now, before we get to number 1, I think I would do the honorable mentions. And we'll start first with the McLaren F1 from the Concours d'Elegance. I think this should have made the list, but there's just so many other cool cars that it just kind of got bumped out. But this is really cool to see it. Short clip here. Alright, our next honorable mention is the Aston Martin DB11. This is the first Aston Martin DB11. This just appeared a couple videos ago at the tour of MAG. I really love the Aston Martin DB11, and first time I ever seen one, it was pretty cool. So here's a clip from that tour of MAG. Sorry, this clip's muted, but it's because of copyright issues. There's some old music playing in the background that would copyright that, but you don't really need that, so it's alright. The front end is just so gorgeous on these cars. I love it so much. The hood is just massive. It's amazing. The back's alright. Like, I haven't been completely sold on the back, but it looks pretty good. Alright. Our next car is a Lamborghini Diablo. This Lamborghini Diablo is really cool because not only is it a Lamborghini Diablo, this one was owned by Mike Tyson, a very famous boxer, I think. Yeah, but very cool Lamborghini. This next car is also a Lamborghini. It's the Huracan Spyder from MAG. I love the Huracan so much, but then the Huracan Spyder is just, I think they look so good from the side. Like, not many Spyders I love the look of, but this Huracan Spyder is just gorgeous. Alright, and our final honorable mention comes from Speedworks. We made a couple videos there, and it's a 458 Speciale. This is really cool. Speciales are very rare. This is my first Speciale I ever saw. Sorry, bad English there. But it was really cool to see this down at Speedworks. Speedworks has some pretty cool cars, including they just got a 675 LT that I hope to see next year. And alright, now number 1. Number 1 is the Aston Martin Vulcan. There are only 2 in the United States, and I've seen both. That's crazy. This first one was at the first meet at Mercedes-Benz Fort Mitchell. I honestly like the red one better, but this next one in dark blue, it's a very dark blue to black. This I saw at the Cars and Coffee Indianapolis. It was in the museum at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So that was pretty cool. So these were the top 10 cars I spotted in Cincinnati, or actually not in Cincinnati, but all around this year. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. Thank you.